we've been going to bed earlier. Just open the blinds, so it's extremely bright. We've been going to bed earlier, so we've been waking up earlier as well. And it's currently 7:30. That's about the time that we've been waking up every day. And I'm gonna take you guys, I'm so oily when I wake up. I'm gonna take you guys through a normal day in my life of quarantine, and I just can't believe how oily I am. This is disturbing. This is like a productive day for me, a structured day, so it's not like a rest day and a chill day like I did last time for day in my life in quarantine. So I have my schedule right here and I'm gonna follow along. So from 7:30 to 8, I always write in my gratitude journal, no matter if I'm in quarantine or not, no matter if it's a chill day or not. That's the first thing I do every single morning. And then I'm gonna stand on the foot reflexology board and I'm gonna change for our workout, and then we'll start that part of the day. So first things first, just get a little gratitude in. Just self-tanned last night and I need to wash it off still. Didn't in my face. Turn on the living room lights. So usually whoever is out of the bed last makes the bed. That's true.
Earlier this week.
Did I make the bed after?
No.
Okay, well sometimes I do. Sometimes I make the bed.
It's been a while.
I'm gonna have to start logging it. You are such a little liar. He makes the bed most days, but that's because 99% of the time he's the last one out of the bed.
99.9.
99.9, wow. There's the bed. The kid made it. He did a stunning job, and we appreciate him for that. Now I'm gonna stand on the reflexology board. Here we have it. This thing hurts really bad, but it's good for you. I've talked about this on vlogs before. I usually just try to stand on this for a couple minutes. It's basically just a tool used to help promote, I couldn't think of the word, promote blood flow throughout your entire body. So it's good for the functionality of basically all of your organs and your entire body. You guys can research it and Google it, and there's tons of information and science and everything behind it, and I feel like that's the best way to explain it. I get a lot of questions if it works and if I see results, but it's just helping my overall function of my organs and my blood flow. So it's really hard for me to be like, yeah, my liver feels great after the foot reflexology board. So next I'm gonna change for our workout. So here are my workout drawers. They are packed to the brim. Here is my workout outfit. I've been wearing these shorts on Instagram. They're just like a little leopard print Nike short, and they're so cute. You guys love them. Clayton is moving our island in the background. This sports bra is super old from Forever 21, and then my Nike Zooms, and we're ready to go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Now it's about 8 and we're gonna start our workout, and we have 8 to 10 allotted for our workout, which is a really long time, and it probably won't take us that long, but sometimes it does. And that's like a pretty standard amount of time, I would say, for an actual workout with driving and showering and everything. Once you think of it like that, it's not that crazy. We're doing leg day today. We write our workouts out the night before so that we're a little more organized and ready to go. Leg day.
Hosting the workout. Let's get it. Let's give me a brutal one.
Brutal one.
Demonstrate the glute bridge. Workout done. Whoa, how'd I miss that? Whoa. She's flying today, folks. We're gonna clean up the house, make breakfast, do everything else on our list.
Oh my god, I actually look like, I don't even know. On The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recently, Kyle told Denise Richards that she didn't tell her, but she said behind her back that she looks like a ragamuffin, and I don't even know what that is, but I feel like it is me. We just finished our workout. It's around 10, it's a little bit earlier. Next thing on my schedule is we're gonna have breakfast, and I'm gonna do some emails and just like catch up on some to-do list stuff. So kind of just like diving into the day, because I haven't looked at my phone yet other than for like filming those Instagram stories for my workout. So I'm just kind of check in on everything, like answer a few DMs, emails, text messages, all that stuff. And Clayton is going to be head chef of breakfast. He's like a really good housewife. Like, I'm gonna go to work and you're gonna make us breakfast.
That's what I do.
It's like,
just take care of my girl.
Reverse roles. We love it. It's modern family.
House husband.
House husband. I'm gonna have oats with fresh berries, please.
Yeah. I got that for you.
Thank you.
Just pick the berries fresh from the family garden.
What a cute little housewife. Okay, that was weird.
That was
I hate that.
We'll be deleting that. So this recipe is the same one you guys have seen before. I shared it, I think, a week or two ago. But there is one little change here. We got a new ingredient, and that new ingredient is hemp seeds. So these are full of a lot of protein. They have a lot of omega-3s in them, omega-6s in them. Oh yeah, lots of protein. Just overall real good for your well-being, some hemp seeds. It adds a little texture, a little flavor to the smoothie, but nothing distinctible. That's a word. Google it. Distinctable.
That's not a word.
Distinctable?
It's not a word.
Google. Is distinctable a word? Oh, I know what it is. Distinguishable.
Yeah, that.
Distinguishable. Thank you. Thank you to my dictionary over there. Little Miss Delaney, the dictionary. Call me out on my words. Flavor is not that distinguishable in your smoothie, so you get the added protein, the added omegas, and it still tastes like your frothy little berry smoothie. You can go.
Thank you. I actually feel like I don't need oatmeal.
You know what?
I don't need oatmeal.
No.
This is enough.
Okay.
Thank you. So I'm going to enjoy my smoothie, catch up on some DMs, then I'm gonna go shower. I just took a shower. Something that we've been doing as of late is listening to saxophone playlists on Spotify. We just think it's like the best sound. So relaxing, and it just sets like a really nice mood. I have like a rash or something. It sets a nice mood in the house. Basically listen to it like all day. It's just good for like working, cleaning, whatever. So I just go on Spotify and find a saxophone playlist and kind of just let that go all day. It's lovely. I am gonna go do my hair, do my makeup, and then I'm gonna start what I have on my list. Oh yeah, I'm gonna film a makeup video today actually. I'm not gonna do my makeup, I'm just gonna do my hair first. I need to do like a lot of planning and strategizing for content that's coming up. So I don't have too much content to create today. Actually, it's a really light day for that. I'm just gonna be doing some stories and filming a makeup video and hopefully getting rid of this rash. So I'm gonna go do my hair. I blow dried my hair and now I'm just doing a little bit of skincare, and then I'm gonna straighten my hair, and then I'm gonna film my makeup look. I just threw it on this little, it's actually a cover up. I'm just wearing it as a shirt. And then I think I'm gonna make lunch in a little bit as well. As the day goes on, I get a little bit off of my structured schedule. Like the times don't match up as well. But it really helps me in the morning. And it still helps in the afternoon, but you know, that's when things start popping up and everything. So I just allot myself like longer time periods for the afternoon. Actually, before I film, it's lunchtime on my schedule. So I'm gonna make a really easy, quick vegan lunch day. I don't know if I've made this on a vlog before, but it's definitely a go-to for us and we love it. So I'm gonna make Daya gluten-free vegan mac and cheese, and then I'm gonna put peas in there and some vegan hot dog. Just cut up some Light Life hot dogs and I'm gonna saute them in a little bit of olive oil. And the thinner you cut them, the better. Oh god, I just lost them. Get them nice and crispy. I'm just gonna sprinkle some garlic salt and crushed red pepper on them. Okay, so as I mentioned, I'm using Daya gluten-free vegan. So the gluten-free is very particular about how much time it needs. It's about 7 minutes, so I'm gonna set a timer. Set a timer for 7 minutes. Just let everything simmer away. Also gonna add some frozen peas just right into the pasta. They can cook at the same time. All right, I just strained the pasta and the peas. Now it's going back in with a little pasta water. And turn the hot dogs off. I have this packet of vegan cheese. It's actually Alfredo version, by the way. It's not normal mac and cheese, it's Alfredo. And I think the key is not to use the whole package, so I use about half or so. And then I like to put quite a bit of salt in there because vegan cheese is kind of sweet sometimes, especially the Daya brand, so I feel like this kind of counteracts it. And then hot dots, aka crushed red pepper. Eventually I'm just gonna stop saying aka because if you know, you know. I'm gonna put the hot dogs in, which by the way, got nice and crispy. Now I'm just gonna mix it all up. Okay. Pretty quick and easy lunch. It's super yummy and we have it a lot while we're at home. I'm done filming and this is the finished look. This will be up on my IGTV probably. Maybe will that be up before? Yeah, this is the look. All the products that I used were vegan and super clean. I didn't use foundation and the concealer I used was insane. I think it was the best concealer I've ever used. I'll leave maybe in the description box a link to the IGTV, which is the video that I filmed, if you guys want to see it. So now that I'm done with that, I'm going to take a thumbnail for the video, which basically just means I'm going to take some selfies in this case. I'm going to do that, and then I need to go look at my list and see what else I need to get done and just stay on top of it. Time to make a nice environment in the house. I guess I should help you.
You can maybe put some clothes away.
No.
You don't need to do this stuff. Or if you want to put your makeup away.
Okay, we are still jamming to the saxophone playlist on Spotify. And I just finished taking the selfies and filming the video, so I'm pretty much done with the content part of my day for now, I think. I mean, it's like somewhat on my to-do list to film some TikToks, but I don't know if I'm actually gonna do that because it really is the most taxing form of content these days. Also constantly working on my water intake. If you guys are new here, this water bottle changed my life. I'm not joking, sounds dramatic, but it's true. Makes me drink so much more water. I'll link it in the description box. If you already know, you know, you're part of the hydration club. If not, join. The most satisfying part of the whole day is taking this yellow highlighter and going on my to-do list and crossing off things. Just stabbed myself with my planner once they're done. So I even put like simple things on my time blocking to-do list, like get ready, because obviously that takes a little bit of time, so I have to schedule it into the day, and then it's also very satisfying to cross that off. So we're going to cross off get ready, cross off film makeup, did the stories, we ate lunch, obviously scheduled that in, it's very important. And now it's 3:30, so I'm supposed to be styling, planning, and strategizing for some upcoming things. So I guess that's what I should get to. But first, before I do that boring stuff where I'm just basically gonna stare at my computer and my planners, I wanted to give you guys a couple of tips that I have on productivity and planning and scheduling and all that stuff. And basically my best tips that I have so far in quarantine is to, first of all, I will say that I appreciated and I valued the time that we took to sort of be more lax in quarantine. We were going to bed later, we were waking up much later, we were sleeping a lot, and we were watching a lot of TV, and I don't regret any of those things and I value them for what they were. But after, I think it's been about like 2 months since we've been in quarantine, after about 2 months of that, it was just starting to make me feel worse than it was better. At one point, I feel like it was helping me. My body was just resting and recharging. And then at a certain extent, I just started to feel a little bit lazy and lethargic, and I just felt off. Like, I don't know, it just was weird to me that we were eating lunch at like 3:30, that we were like starting our workouts at, I think we were starting our workouts at literally, I think it was 9:30, which seemed really late to me for that. We were going to bed at like midnight, which for me is just normally would never fly. Like, I just do not like going to bed late. It was just making me feel off that all those things were just taking place so much later in my life than they normally would. We were eating dinner at like 9 p.m. It was just too much. So something that's helped us so much that we've been implementing for the past couple of weeks is waking up earlier and going to bed earlier. And I feel like the best way to achieve that whole equation is to just really focus on going to bed earlier. It's probably the hardest thing to retrain yourself to do and get back on schedule for, but I would say that it's probably the most important. And if you go to bed earlier, it's so much easier to wake up earlier, you feel well rested, it just all works out. I've been feeling much better and much more productive and much more normal since we started going to bed earlier and waking up earlier. So every day I do kind of try to time block things on these more structured days, and I give myself pretty large windows of time because I feel like the more time I give myself, like the more generous I am, the better the scheduling usually goes, because things just pop up, things that you don't plan for. If you made your schedule too tight, you end up just being like frustrated that you didn't make it on time and everything. So just making the time blocks a little bit generous would be a good tip of mine. Also, like I said, crossing off or highlighting things when you're done feels really good. It keeps you on track. And then aside from like time blocking every day, I also, on these like more structured days, if you don't know what I'm referring to, it's like structured versus unstructured. There was another day in my life quarantine vlog that was like a chiller day where I didn't have a time block and everything. So we can link that for you guys and you can watch that one if you're interested. But so something I do other than time blocking is also just like a little to-do list every day, and then just kind of try to knock those things off at some point throughout the time blocking. Those things keep me pretty in check. And then also we have like rituals and traditions, I'll say, in quarantine. So like every Monday and every Friday I've been doing a face mask or like skincare treatment. Every Wednesday we watch a Disney movie and wash our sheets. Every Sunday morning we watch cartoons for like an hour or two because it's just nostalgic and it feels fun and light. And then we have like a fancy little brunch every Sunday morning. Just little things like that that we have to look forward to every week and like keep consistent is kind of a nice thing that helps us in quarantine. I think I will just go ahead and do this admin, planning, styling, strategizing, a couple things off my to-do list, and then we'll check back in. So I just randomly decided to film a TikTok actually, since it's on my to-do list and I don't want it to be like haunting me later. I decided to just get that out of the way. So I did film one of those, but that's just kind of like how my days are. They're kind of sporadic with stuff like that. Like there's just a to-do list and you just get to it in a certain time frame, but not like, I don't time block by like the minute, if that makes sense. Also, I wanted to go a little bit deeper on what I'm doing for like planning and strategizing, specifically in my industry and like what it looks like for my job. Basically on my list there was schedule, strategize, style. And what that means is I'm kind of just looking at my editorial calendar, so to speak. So kind of the content that I'm gonna come up with for the month or the week or whatever time frame I wanna focus on. And then I just have to plan out, like, do I have all the outfits for that already styled? If I don't, I need to style them. Are like all my contracts signed? Are there things that need to be filmed, or are there concepts that need to be approved, or do I need to come up with concepts for certain projects, stuff like that. So it's just like so much. I can't really fully explain it until I do the video because it's just like a lot to explain and it would be just too much for this vlog. Basically, I have a summer trends video coming up for YouTube, which is an exciting video, and it's really fun for me to do those seasonal trends, and I love that. It is a lot of styling and a lot of outfits, so that's kind of like a big thing on my plate right now. It's just getting prepped for that. So researching all the trends, figuring out what ones I identify with and want to talk about in the video, and then from there executing the outfits and the looks and everything that I want to share based around that trend, and then compiling all those looks together so that I have them ready for when I want to film, and then deciding what day I'm going to film that, what day I'm going to post that, all that good stuff. So it's kind of just like a lot of planning, and it's kind of just like behind the scenes stuff. It's boring. It's not the cool part of my job, but it is what it takes to get the videos done. So that's something I'm focusing on right now, and then we're just sort of gearing up for our moving content, deciding how we're gonna go about all of that, what our schedule is gonna be like, what things we want to pick the camera up for and video, and what things we need to just like focus on and get done and like not worry about filming them. So stuff like that we're just planning around. And then we're also thinking about taking a trip, a little road trip to our family cabin, leaving this week. So by the time this vlog gets posted, we'll be there if we decide to do that, and just get like a little bit of nature and fresh air and more open space and stuff before we move. Scheduling all that in, making sure whatever projects we're working on, we can either execute on the road or get them done before we leave. And just like, it's basically a puzzle, and every week and month you're just trying to make the puzzle pieces work and make sure that they do work, and then go ahead with things. So that is what I mean when I say plan, strategize, style, things like that. So there's a little insight.
All right, you guys, things got real today. The moving boxes, I went and picked these up from shout out Home Depot. If you guys don't know, they got a lot of good stuff for your house. Got all your moving supplies you might need. So if you haven't heard about them, look them up. But yeah, so it's getting real now. We got the moving boxes. This is happening.
Face.
This is my face.
Okay. Now.
But yeah, so this is happening. So we got a move date now. We actually set a move date. We're moving in about 2 weeks. And we also got some
news. Let's go to have a seat.
We also got some more news for you guys, because we are a news source, a personal news source. All right, we're in our spot back here on the ground where we like to deliver our news. I don't know if we ever gave you guys a new hair tour.
It actually turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
Longer than mine, so I'm jealous.
Like 2 weeks ago, we dyed and cut, and then I cut my hair. It needs a little trim up, but I went for a little hawk action. Tony Hawk.
We're sharing some exciting news with you guys today to celebrate in our fashion. You know, we drink kombucha in a wine glass. So this is from GT's, and it's the limited edition 25-year anniversary Sacred Life. So this is, I think, the...
Oh, it's very blue.
It's blue.
Very, very blue. Smell that. That's a kombucha right there. That's gonna clean out your gut.
Also, it is blue to symbolize saving the oceans.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's cool. We're a little left.
Wow, look at that. It's so blue.
I think we're drinking Gatorade out of wine glasses tonight.
Sparkly Gatorade. Is this for me?
That's for you.
Why, thank you. Whoa. Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay. You know those like blue milks that are like healthy? I feel like they use whatever is in that, because it kind of tastes like that.
Oh yeah, blue spirulina.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking of, I don't think. Babe, is my hair green?
It's becoming green.
Great. take it away, kid.
Yeah, so as you guys know, we're moving. Got the moving boxes now. We set our moving date for in 2 weeks. So this is gonna come up real quick.
Real quick.
Real quick. So we actually have ended up buying our first house. Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, we bought our house. It's ours, and we're moving to it in 2 weeks. So
we are
very excited.
So excited.
Yeah.
We obviously wanted to share this news and this part of our life with you guys because as lifestyle bloggers and influencers, we put our life on the internet and we enjoy being vulnerable with you guys and sharing pretty much all parts of our lives, so we don't really hold back on anything. So it only made sense to share this milestone that we're going through. Our internet community has always been there for us from this point, or from the beginning to this point. It's just fitting to bring you guys along on this experience and this journey and to share the news. So that is what's going on, and I guess
we just want to keep you guys in the loop. And I mean, obviously this is something we've been working towards for since ever.
It's been a life goal.
Since we started dating, since even before. I mean, it was always a dream of mine and of yours to own a house. So this is like, obviously it's not so random for us. Maybe it might be random for you guys to hear, but obviously it's just something that we've been dreaming of and have wanted forever. So it just so happened to happen this go around with our move. We were planning on moving to New York back in January. We were going to move to New York in May. It's May now, and obviously with what has transpired in the world, like, we just weren't comfortable with moving to New York, and our priorities shifted, and we decided that it was time to invest in a home if it made sense, and
it just all worked out.
It all happened.
That's just how things turned out. So life is funny like that. You plan things and things don't go the way you planned, and life surprises you in ways that are very, I don't know, like we're really grateful and acceptive of the surprise, and like it's not what we were planning. And I mean, like we said, it's always a life goal to do this, but it just turned out this way. Like life just happens and things just happen, and this is where we're at right now. But we're so grateful and so excited about it. And we've, like we said, it's just been a life goal for a really long time, and like as partners and as a couple, it's been a huge goal too. As you guys can see, we're not married, and we've literally always said that it's more of a goal for us to buy a house than to get married. So we're really excited about that. So I mean, like, for us, it's kind of like announcing an engagement, because that's been literally a goal above getting married for us.
For sure, yeah. I mean, I think it's just cool for us, and like crazy that it just has happened, because like she said, like it's been our number one priority, I guess, ahead of like getting married or anything like that, just because we feel like we're married already, and like we're always going to be there for each other. We just always felt we would rather put our time and effort and money into this goal before marriage, and so like that's just what we focused on more so than marriage. And so now we're achieving that goal, much like a lot of people achieve the goal of getting married, which is also like a great thing to celebrate. Totally. But for us, like this is a big deal for us. We're excited. We're excited. We will also say that we want to share with you guys that we worked so hard for so long to do this. I mean, we've been living together for how many years? Is it 4 years now? It's almost 4 years. It's only 4 years. Only 4 years. So no, it's almost 5 years now. Wow. Okay. So we have lived together for 5 years. And we've been through so many different places and phases. Like we lived in like really tiny apartments, and we actually even lived with Clayton's parents for a little while. We've done a lot, we've been through a lot, and just, I don't know, like we lived together in college when we were both hustling in college, and then when we graduated, Clayton obviously had his job and I wanted to pursue this, so Clayton kind of like helped out and took the front seat as far as like supporting and
all of
financially and all that stuff,
so that I could like venture into this, but we both still worked really hard on it. And then eventually the tables turned and Clayton was able to leave his job and come on full time to this venture that we started, and we've worked tirelessly and non-stop the entire way, like even
since we graduated. I mean, it's literally since we graduated college.
Yeah,
I mean even in college, like we were grinding
this project before college, but I used to work like 3 jobs in college, and we've just both always been really driven in that sense. And we're just here to say that hard work does pay off. And
perseverance.
Don't give up, keep going. If you have a goal in mind, you will absolutely get there. And that's exactly how it worked for us. And we just hope that that is motivating and comforting to anyone who is going through the same process of reaching some sort of goal and working hard
or
towards
just working
it.
hard towards a goal. Just the end will come eventually.
And like for us, that's what this is, like in a sense. Like,
we have other goals. We have tons of other goals, but this is like obviously a goal that was far down the line at one point, like 5 years ago, right? It was like that goal that's like, okay, maybe in 5 years, and here we are 5 years later, and it's happened. So some goals come a lot quicker. Like you might have a goal that's like 5 years away, and then next thing you know, you hit it in a year, and like that's amazing and that's great. Or you might have a goal that you think is 5 years away, and you don't hit it for 10 years. So like every goal that you want, you will get to it eventually.
You keep working.
Whether it's faster or it takes longer. If you just continue to persevere and hustle and grind it out, like it'll get to you. So so for us, this is just a really exciting, happy moment, and we're so excited to also just like bring you guys on this journey of our new place. Like we can't wait to show it to you, and it's actually our home now, so we can paint things, we can change things, we can put in some sweat, minor remodeling,
we're so excited for that. We're so excited to show you guys.
So more home decor content, obviously.
Lots of moving stuff coming, homeowner stuff coming. Like, I mean, I don't know what that entails.
How to be a plumber. I don't know, maybe I'll learn how to be a plumber at the house if I need
literally, we don't know. So
everything's gonna happen.
So we're just like, we're so thrilled. So we had to share it with you guys, and we can't wait to bring you along for the whole journey.
We got a lot to show you, a lot to do. So.
Yes, and also obviously we just have to say thank you to our community for supporting us and always being kind and appreciative. And I mean, like, part of this dream coming true is being able to have a job that we love so much that we work as hard as we do for it. And part of being able to do that is just having a community like the one we have, which is you guys. And we're so grateful for your support and your kindness. And I don't know, like, it just means a lot to us to have this community.
It means everything.
We have to say thank you.
Thank you. It's crazy, but cheers, guys. So can't wait to show you guys more and continue the journey.
Now it's time to cook dinner. So tonight we're gonna have teriyaki tofu bowls. I think this recipe, the full recipe, is on my Instagram highlights probably somewhere. I don't know. I'm not gonna walk you guys through the whole recipe because I feel like just running out of time today, like running on no time, and that just takes a long time. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude. So anyways, I'll just give you a quick rundown. It's really easy. I'm just cooking some Calrose rice, and then I'm gonna make homemade teriyaki sauce. And for that, I just use brown sugar, soy sauce, ginger, garlic, red pepper, sesame oil, rice, wine vinegar, and I just eyeball it all and mix it together. And then I'm gonna fry up some tofu, some broccoli, and some carrots, and I'm gonna put the sauce over that. I'm gonna serve that all over the rice with avocado and sesame seeds. That is the 411. What in the hell? How do I flip these? I think this works for that.
Ba-ding.
Thank you. It's plating time. I could get down with that avocado. It could be like a little bit more.
5 hours later.
A little bit. I'm very sensitive to underripe avocados.
Underrated.
I'm going to put a little butter and soy sauce in the rice before we put the other stuff on top, because there wasn't like that much sauce, so I don't want the rice to be dry if there wasn't enough excess sauce to go on top. So just put a little, yeah, a little butter, a little soy sauce, mix it up. Actually, sometimes I just eat this because rice is my favorite food.
Rice is life.
Rice is literally life. Like so. And then Clayton is putting the veggies and tofu on top. Okay. That's what it looks like with it all on top. And then put some avocado on top of that. Avocado is the kicker in this situation. The like cooling effect and texture is everything. And then some sesame seeds. Just a nice little topper. And that's dinner. Gonna go set up our little coffee table dining situation and probably watch one show. Lately we've been trying not to watch as much TV, so probably just watch like one episode of something and then read. All right, for the show tonight, we decided to indulge in the Summer House virtual reunion. So
A couple weeks late, but
we're gonna have our little dinner and set up the show.
The show, fam.
Okay.
TV remote.
You want to fight me, Luke?
But don't touch yours.
We typically get into some sort of friendship.
Oh yeah.
Do what with the friendship?
Couple finger slips. There's like, you're either not talking about your relationship.
We finished our show for the night and now I'm closing the blinds and everything, and I'm gonna go wash my face, take off my makeup, and do a little skincare, and then we're gonna make a nice little reading environment and do a little bit of reading before bed. First things first. Oh god. Oh, okay. Look at this hair I just created. Tie my hair up. Alright, I'm going in with my pre-cleanse. This is Dermalogica. I'm just gonna massage this into my face and break apart all the makeup and dirt and everything. And now that I don't have lash extensions, I can do this in mascara. Okay, now I'm gonna rinse this off and then wash my face. I'm taking this Image Balancing Facial Cleanser. Lighting is always best right here, so. Now, I'm gonna be using this Dr. Dennis Gross Daily Heal. So I tried this yesterday for the first time. Oh, I forgot to sign it. And I've seen so many people say amazing things about this product and like that it's done amazing things for their skin. So it's basically just these two little wipes and it's a chemical peel, I believe is the proper term. And you just rub them on your face, which is so simple. And you're supposed to do it until they're dry, pretty much. And then you wait 2 minutes, next one, and that's all it is. And you do your skincare afterwards. And people say like it helps with the texture of their skin. It helps with acne scars. I think someone said it really helped with pore size. But like so many DMs as soon as I posted it. And I actually bought the product because I saw my friend Jess talk about it, and she said that it was like one of the only products that when she used it she saw like next day results. And I was like, okay, sign me up for that. That sounds amazing. That's good for step 1. I'm gonna wait 2 minutes and do step 2. I waited 2 minutes, and please ignore, if you can, how tan my hands are compared to the rest of my body. I have not mastered my self-tan hand routine yet. Step 2, just taking this, doing the same thing. On the packaging it says to just rub them on your face until they're basically dry, so that's a good amount of rubbing. Okay, so we normally during quarantine have dessert like every night. I look like I'm bald. I need a banana, not chill. As I was saying, not sure if this helps or hurts. Okay, cool. We normally have dessert every night during quarantine. Because we just, I don't even know why to say we do that, just because it's just a part of our weird quarantine routine. What?
It felt good.
Oh my god. And I look like I just invented electricity. But anyways, we've been eating a lot of cookies, and so my skin is freaking out. Like, it's probably the worst it's ever been. And I think it has a lot to do with eating so many cookies. So a lot of healthy people on the internet have been posting about dates, and they stuff them with like chocolate and almond butter and all this stuff, and they swear it's like a really good dessert. So we saw these the other day at Whole Foods. They were already pitted, and I was like, okay, I want to see what the pitted, bro, what the date hype is all about. I am so sorry for my hair. Basically, this is what they look like, which is a really creepy little thing, right?
They do look pretty weird.
Okay, let's stuff it with something.
I don't know if I've ever had a date.
I know. Do you want to stuff it with almond butter?
Yeah.
Okay. Justin's hazelnut almond butter for the win. I'm gonna make you try it first.
Typical.
So it's definitely not gross, so. Babe, it's like, it's gonna be good. It's not
Okay.
gross. Is it good?
Well, it tastes just like this.
What are your thoughts?
I don't taste the date at all.
Literally? People use them to make stuff sweeter. Is it really sweet?
I literally could not tell it tastes just.
Do you know what song is stuck in my head so randomly? Remember that movie? President's Daughter? My Date with the President's Daughter. I don't even know if that's a song. Remember that movie on Disney? Where he goes on a date with the president's daughter and she wears like a pink dress.
No. I mean, I'm into it.
Okay.
I don't taste the date that much though. It's good. Like, it doesn't have that distinguishable flavor, you know? So it's kind of like, it's like tofu.
A sweet form of tofu. Okay.
Pitted. Get pitted, bro.
I can get down with this.
Yeah.
It's not like as satisfying as a cookie. Actually, before we sit on the couch and read, I'm gonna go ahead and schedule out tomorrow, which is something that we do every night in quarantine, and we used to do this sometimes before quarantine, depending on our life and our schedule and everything. We would sometimes do this, but anyways, basically how it goes is I'll time block out the day. If it is like a structured day, tomorrow's actually Wednesday, so it's like a more chill day, so I kind of just do a to-do list for Wednesdays. And how that works is I have like a master to-do list for the week, or just like the month or something, some undetermined amount of time I have a to-do list for that has a lot more stuff on it. And I'll pull from that and be like, okay, what can I get done tomorrow? What do I want to like narrow down onto this day's to-do list from that big list? And then also anything that I didn't get done today, I'll drop down to tomorrow. So cross off some stuff. Didn't I do that? I did do that. Okay, so tomorrow I have to do that. I need to do more, so tomorrow I should do like 4 TikToks. So I pretty much have that all mapped out. Then I'll like go over a to-do list with Clayton a little bit too, just to like merge our things and be like, oh, I need help with this or whatever. I just like to meddle in his business pretty much. Now we're gonna go chill on the couch and read a little bit because It just like makes me feel good before I go to bed. It's way more productive than watching TV, or at least it feels that way to me. It's a good way to wind down. We are done reading. Every night or so, not like literally every night, but quite often we've been meditating before we go to bed, because what is it called? The Science of Wellbeing class that I'm currently taking online with Yale and Coursera. And one of the things that they go over in that class is meditation, and that's something that I'm trying to work on. So guided meditation is easier for me than the kind where you're supposed to think about nothing, because it's not happening for me. Not yet anyways. So we've been listening to this one a lot. It's called Letting Go by Donna DeCruz. I will link it here. It's just a YouTube video. How long is it, babe?
10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes and we just listened to it. We fall asleep to it. I mean, I hear it end every time we listen because I'm like meditating actively. But then it just kind of like helps me fall asleep as well. So it's nice, and I'll link it here. And then we go to bed and we hold hands every night.
We hold hands
while we fall asleep. It's true.
It's true.
We lay there on our backs and we hold hands and then we fall asleep. Okay. Yeah, don't know what that was. Good night.